Okay, so it's my first live session. I don't know how many people will end up being here, but I'm doing it anyway. So today I want to do the live event for the COLA 2023, and the reason is because they're announcing. I don't know if you can see my screen. Let's see here. They're announcing the CPI for July. Anyone see my screen? Okay. All right, so I see that there's 5 people in here, but I need someone to actually leave a question or comment so I can actually welcome to live. Try to remember your guard. Probably survive to community guidelines. Yeah, but someone please leave a chat, something. Hey, there you go, Melissa Howard. Thank you. Can someone tell me if they can see this this different screen that I have up there for the schedule? Because I want to put on a video that's doing live for the July CPI Consumer Price Index. So I don't know if anyone can see when I switch screens. Like I said, this is my first live event. I'm happy to have even one person on here, so I appreciate it. I'd love to see some questions at least, so I can see what questions people have. So many people are interested about the COLA for 2023. And I want to see why. You know, I've had a lot of questions or comments about if the consumer price index ends up being 10%, then you're going to have, you know, the COLA is going to increase, but I'm going to lose my SNAP benefits, or I'm going to lose, Medicare Part B is going to go up in price. So it's not worth getting the increase. I've heard a lot of these statements. So if people can ask me questions about that, we can kind of have a dialogue about what is actually going on with the consumer price index and the COLA for 2023. It's pretty important because a lot of people, the only thing I'm seeing is you. I'm not seeing any other screens. Hey, Anthony, thanks for leaving a comment. I actually don't know how to pull up a screen, which kind of sucks. Like I said, this is my first live stream that I'm doing. Let's see here. Anyway, I'm going to pull it up at 8:30 just to see. What time is it right now? So 8:19. Anthony, how do you feel about this COLA in 2023? Why are you patiently waiting to see what it's going to be? How does the COLA work? I'm on SSI. So it does work for SSI. And basically, the COLA, the increase is, it's based off of 3 months. So July, August, and September, because that's the third quarter of the year. And they do an average of those 3 months. So today we're waiting for, it's August 10th, but we're waiting for the July number to come out of the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. So let's just say that number is 11% for July. And then in August, it's 10%. And then in September, it's 12%. On average, that would be an 11%. So that's what the COLA increase would end up being, 11% on your check. So that's how it works. And as last year was 5.9. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. Loud and clear. I wish I could pull up my screen because I want to watch this on Bloomberg. They're doing the video showing what the CPI, but it's not that big of a deal because what they're just going to do is do the news until 8:30 on the dot, and then they'll just say what the number is. So I'll end up going over there and just seeing what it is, as well as you guys. I'm sure you have something up that'll tell you. So I hope that answered your question, Melissa, um, on how it works. And basically, what the beef is that most people have is that yes, we get an increase on our cola, but it will take away from other benefits that we could possibly be getting, including SNAP benefits or Medicare benefits, Medicaid benefits, whatever it may be. Um, Even probably Section 8, anything. It could affect, because as cola increases, yeah, you're getting more on your check, but then are they going to take anything away from you? And that's why I kind of want to see what the comments. Um, I'm getting Anthony. I'm getting ingest because I'm retired. I don't know what that means. I'm getting ingest. Was that a misprint? Um, Let me know. But like I said, so we have some people on here. I'd love to hear why you're waiting for this cola and what you think about it, because every time I do a cola video, I see comments about how people are not happy about the way that the system works. With their increases, if they're getting other benefits that they could possibly lose. And then on top of that, a lot of people will say that the Medicare Part B premium has gone up. And so even if I get an extra $50 in my check, the Part B premium has gone up by 10% or something like that. So it's going to take away from that. That bothers a lot of people, and I understand why. Now, I have said before in a lot of my videos, the cola, as important as it is, and I've seen a lot of people on SSI that are getting 841 a month. I don't see how you can live off of 841. I know you have to do other things for some kind of income, because now depending on where you live, your rent, I mean, even if you're in a really tough place, your rent is going to probably be at least 500 a month, if not more than that, for one bedroom. $1,000. So I don't know how people get by on that 841. They must get SNAP and they must get other benefits coming to them. Any little bit helps. That's true. Every little bit helps. Now I do know that they do food drives all over the place where I live, but you have to find them. Most of the time, it's people in cars, so you actually have to pull up. So if you don't have a car, how are you going to get that food from those places? It's kind of tough. But they do give out tons of food, so people would have to find somebody with a car that would be able to take them and get the food. But they have certain places every day of the week where you can go and actually get groceries. But the funds are drying out. Um, are they trying to change the way cola is calculated? Maybe, Tim. Uh, they always are trying, and they're always in talks about what they're doing. I said on a lot of my videos, the cola is the ridiculous way that they calculate it to make it 10 or even 12% this year, when you have meat that's up 30% and you have gas that's up 20% and all these different rent that has exploded. So I told many people before, I can only imagine all throughout the country what the rents are, because my rent, I'm in a house now, but last year I was renting a one bedroom apartment because I was looking to where I wanted to live, but I was planning on spending 2 years there. The rent was $825. And this is in a place that's people want to live. So what happened was the building was sold. The new person came in, they have a bigger mortgage. So now they turned around and doubled it. So it's 1,600 a month, or at least like 1,500. I spoke to some of the people that live where I used to live, and it doubled in rent. So now what happens is they have literally basically kicked out everybody who lives there, and they have to go find somewhere else. And now they moved in the like younger people who don't have kids and don't really have any responsibilities, and they just blow all their money on rent and whatever entertainment, really. So Melissa, my rent is 800, plus I have to pay my lights. Hey, tell me where you're going to find a light bill that you can pay for $41. Yeah, no, not easy, but there are places where you can try to get some help for your bills. And I'll have to search for that. I have put that up in other videos, but rent for 800, like I said. So if you're getting 841 a month on SSI, yeah, where are you going to buy your, your others, especially energy, like you said, the light bill or even water or whatever it may be. Yeah, it's not easy. I can tell you that it's not easy. But the calculation for the cola, they've been trying to fix that because, well, when I say trying, you have people going back and forth on how to calculate it. But when you have the main sources where you live, what you eat, and clothes on your back and so forth, and of course, children, expenses, all that stuff are going up at 20-30%, and then you're saying the cola is at 10-12%. It doesn't really calculate. It doesn't make sense. But they're going to have to do something about that, or going to have major problems. So it's 8:26. We should have the first one in 4 minutes here. I appreciate you coming to the live event. Sometimes I like what they call baptism by fire. So you can do your research about live events or whatever, or you can just jump on here and see how it kind of works. And that's what I did. I jumped on here. I have no idea how this works. So I would love to have been able to stream the video, and I'll figure that out for the next one that I have, because I want to watch this video to see exactly what the COLA increase would be. And they're probably going to announce it in a couple minutes here. Yeah, in about 3 minutes. Yeah, 841 is it's well. So I understand at 841. How are you? So you get 841 and your rent is whatever, and you have to buy food. Can someone tell me on here in the chat what they're making, and how they get their food, how they get their do they you have a car, or no, you take the bus, how much you pay for a bus ticket? Because I know I took the bus 3 days in a row, and it was $1. That was the one thing, but a lot of bus near their house, or they have to figure out, how they're going to get around in a certain amount of time. So I do know that was the main thing. But boy, that makes a long day trying to get places on the bus and transferring. But I'd love to hear comments. So this is how much I make. This is how much I pay in rent. This is how much I pay in food. Is there a food bank near you? Because when I say food bank, I don't know if I'm saying the right term, but they actually give out food that you take home and cook. And it's not just canned food, but they have vegetables and meats and so forth. And then I actually worked at a church where we were actually serving food also, but two different things. But like I said, you need a car if you're going to get that to that place to pick up the food. You could probably take the bus over there or something like that, but you have to carry the bag. So I don't know if it even works like that. But I've yet to see in the comments like a breakdown of somebody's income on SSI or whatever it may be. It's just maybe you're over 65 and this is what you're getting from Social Security and how much you pay and so forth. The one problem is especially with renting, as we all know, when you own a house, the mortgage is set for 30 years. So you're making the same payment. So there is no increase. But when you're renting somewhere, you're constantly getting an increase from the people, unless they're doing you right and just setting the rents at a certain amount. But also that, the electric and everything goes up. So, and things break, they cost more. So I don't fault some of the landlords, but some of them just blow out the rent. They double it up or whatever the case may be. Everyone has to make a profit, but sometimes it gets a little sickening when you see people that are just absolutely murdering it with rent, and they're getting more and more money in their pocket, and people are struggling. So it's tough because you don't want to have rent control, but boy, it's So let's see. All right, 8:29. I'm gonna go over here. I'm sorry that you can't see this, but I'm gonna put it on. 0.5, even 0.6%. But I think consumers, again, throughout this whole process over the last 2.5 years, this really strange economy we've been in, have been really good at adapting. All right, let's see. So where prices have been rising, rotating into places where prices have been falling. And so the overall inflation shock. I'm also going to Google this. Hopefully it'll come out real fast. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Can you hear? I'm sure you can hear this through my microphone. That's a much different kind of feeling. That's why I think you see these consumer sentiment readings
as poor as they have been.
Well, Brian, to that point as well, what we've heard from the chip makers just over the last several days, talking about a slowdown in demand, mainly chips
Let's
for
see.
smartphones and PCs. It shows maybe a shifting of behavior away from.
So I have a couple things that are open.
In the face of inflation. So,
can you hear my computer?
For the economy and for the Federal Reserve, what is the read-through realistically to corporate earnings, especially looking forward, because the second quarter hasn't been that awful?
I'm just gonna mute this, waiting for. Let's see. All right, 8:31. So we should have somebody. Hey, if anyone figures it out, throw it in the comments there, what you see the CPI is, but I'm looking for it right now. Okay, CPI report reaction. Let's see what this is. 8.5% versus 8.7. Estimate prior. Let's see. Let's see here.
Retracement here. I mean, I'll go with you. Core, it's 5.9 versus 6.1 estimate. The Fed's doing everything right. The strong.
All right, everybody. I'm trying to find it here just to make sure that you're getting exactly what it is. I just saw something that said 8.5, but I don't think that that's right. Let's see. Uh, 12 months, latest numbers, up 1.3%. Consumer price up 9% over the year end of, okay, it's up 9%, but what is the actual number? News releases, CPI data. Okay, so yeah, food, energy, all items less than food, energy. Give me a break. All right, so in July, the consumer price index for all urban consumers was unchanged, seasonally adjusted, and rose 8.5% over the last 12 months, not seasonally adjusted. So next release, August 2022 on September 13th. So that it looks like the consumer price index for the month of July was 8.5%. That's what it looks like. I'm hoping I'm not wrong, but that is kind of a slap in the face. Years ago, mobile homes were the way to go for low income. Now, a new one can range from $55,000 to $150,000. So much for low income. Low rents can go up 0 to 1,000% per month. SSI can't live with that. You're right. SSI or SS, Social Security. It's tough. It's really tough. All right. I had to leave in 2 minutes because I actually have to give someone a ride. Thank you for coming to the live stream. I know I got to work out some kinks, and I have a 800 number. I'd like to have a call in at some point. I really appreciate everyone coming and kind of testing the waters with me because, as you know, I said this is my first one. I'm trying to figure out what is actually going on. But that's what the CPI report looks like, 8.5%, which, like I said, is kind of a slap in the face to most people. Because, well, let's see. I mean, if they do stimulus, maybe it's not going to be a slap in the face because they're keep it semi low, the COLA. So if we take someone asked me in the beginning, 8.5%. If that's the first number, then we'll take in September when they announce it. And then, I'm sorry. Yeah, September, they'll announce August, and then October, they'll announce September. So it's 1 month in advance. We take those three numbers. So the first number is 8.5%. We'll take the next two numbers, add them up, divide it by 3, and that's how you will get your COLA increase. Thanks very much for coming to the live stream. I'll see you later on today because I'll be making a video on stimulus checks that are going out and so forth. And I really appreciate it. See you at the next video. Thanks for coming.